Hey guys, what is up? This is a Imola track guide, kind of round for WR signups. Looking at two laps posted on YouTube, one from Kevin Blazes, one from Andre Monar. Looking at kind of most of the similarities and then a few of the differences they're doing in their laps. One's a 12.67, one's a 12.89. Just for reference, I'm at 13.17 for WR signups. So here's a few tips around Imola. So turn one, here we go. One thing to note, important to get the car far over to the right on this corner, and then brake. You can use this right here as a reference point. Kind of when this is around halfway alongside your car, you brake pretty hard and you turn in to the corner. Let's move that. You can take a lot of curb here. You can take about this much. Andre's taking more than Kevin here. You're on throttle as you're coming onto this curb. And then you can take a lot of curb here as well. You get off throttle a little bit of a dip, 80, 90% throttle, then back on throttle as you mount that curb. So continuing on, right here, using the curb up here on the right on turn-in, you should note that they downshift to sixth before they do any brake. They're full throttle, downshifting to sixth here. You can take a lot of curb here. And then kind of right as you're at this corner, you do about a 40-50% brake. And then you want to be aiming for the inside of these curb right here, of this curb right here. You can take a lot of curb right here. So you don't want to be apexing here, you want to be apexing like the entire sausage curb. So it can be all the way over here. And you're on throttle as you're coming off that. And then really easy to run wide here. So if you want to get your apex on that last corner as far inside as possible. That way you don't run wide here. Now right here, as you're alongside the 50 meters, so car's halfway around 50 meters, you hit the brake hard, then you come off of it. Then you can apply. Kevin, you puts a lot of steering angle in here, a bit more than Andre. Patient on the throttle, right? They're kind of on throttle about halfway to the apex, maybe even a little bit more. And, they're getting on throttle, and they can use some exit curb here. Andre uses a bit more. So they were equal in the first sector. Then Kevin starts getting ahead in the second sector. So right here, looking at the black box, once you're at the black box, you do a downshift and a little bit of braking, and then you can take a decent amount of curb here. So Andre takes more curb than Kevin. So you want to take some curb to get rotation. Coming up here, you want to get your car mostly in a straight line as you're braking. I tend to look at the shadow right here as a braking point. Hard on the brakes, and then you're on this part of the curb. They're both on this. Andre maybe a little bit more. Aiming for this corner right here. You can use that to gain some rotation. So they're both pretty much on that curb a decent amount. And then, then you're using curb on the runoff here. So, a little bit farther ahead. Here we go, looking at the 50-meter mark. When your car's about halfway along 50 meter, hard, 100% on the brakes. Get off of it, to around 20%. Aiming to take a lot of curb again. But you really want to take a lot of curb, and so you can set up that second part of the apex. You're taking that all the way on it. And, as you're here, you're back on throttle slightly. So they're both getting on throttle some. You're not slowing down again for this next sausage curb. Continuing on throttle, and then running out using whatever track on the apex exit you want. I'll keep going a little far ahead. Here I like to look at the black box, and you can go this DHL sign. 2 DHL signs before is when you can start braking for this. Hard, 100% braking. Turn in. Get a little bit of trail braking. You can take a lot of curb here too. So you can see Kevin takes a lot more curb than Andre. They're pretty close on track at this point. But he gets 2/10 on him in the slack section. Andre able to run the exit. You can run the exit as much as you need to. Then here, turn in, a bit of a lift. So there's no braking here. Just a bit of a lift to turn in. You can take some of this curb to get rotation again, then run it out. And then that's a lap. So hopefully that was useful. A few tips and pointers from someone who also has to do WR signups for this track, and good for anyone else who wants to just improve at MLM. Thank you so much for watching. See ya. Bye.